Alright, so welcome to part 3 of my shitty SD card. Um, no, when a man loves a Honda, he'd better fucking stop singing. Okay, so here's the deal. You don't want to buy a eBay intake because it's just going to suck up hot air. And chances are it's not going to be tuned. You don't want to buy one of the expensive intakes because they go down. Usually they require modification or they're too small to begin with so they can fit through a hole. But moral of the story is this car's sitting here because of its fancy cold air intake. It's AEM air intake from the factory as an accessory. And that's why I got the cardboard right there. Because, yeah, the motor flooded, but the head gasket blew because my wife tried to get it out of the floodwater. Anyways, so, do's and don'ts. Don't get a fart can muffler. Don't get a straight pipe. You will get much better gas mileage and low-end torque with an option or a custom exhaust with a nice stock muffler from Dynamax or, maybe MagnaFlow. I mean, I really wouldn't even recommend the MagnaFlow muffler. I really like Dynamax. It's quiet like factory, just sounds a little bit better, just flows a little bit better. And, it's new, so it's not, 25 years old, whatever, 3 years old. So, 4 years old, huh? Oh, another year and this will be a classic. Another thing you don't want to do is lower one of these cars. To get one of these cars to handle well, you can put energy suspension bushings on it. That'll tighten up the ride a little bit. You can upgrade the sway bar with a 97 sway bar or an aftermarket sway bar. I would just recommend upgrading the rear sway bar if you really want to get hard into the corners, though. Keep these factory springs because they're awesome. If you want to fix your wheel gap, get bigger tires. You don't got to get that big of tires. But you don't got to get the factory size tire either. Okay? I used to have right in between these two sizes, and that was about right. Although I do personally, for my gravel road, love these big ass tires. And, I kind of like the way they look. Just fucking monstrous. But those are 75 profile. That's a CRV tire right there. Falcons, oh yeah. But anyways, don't ruin the comfort of your ride. The whole reason for buying an Accord instead of a Civic is because, you might be getting older. You might have a bad back. You want to keep this thing for a long time. You want it to be comfortable to ride. So, when you swap your motor, okay, get all new belts, all new hoses, get as many Gates or otherwise factory products as you can. Gates belts are what I use. Get yourself some nice new polyurethane motor mounts or get a cheap eBay thing and a polyurethane kit like I did. This, 25 bucks on eBay. Worth its weight in gold, okay? These people think, this looks like a ricer type thing. No, this helps with wheel hop. Once you put a powerful motor in there, you need this to control all that. Okay? All that. Speaking of controlling all that, if you're wondering what this thing is for, this is a desperate attempt to keep this motor from bucking so much. And that would be the problem with the rear motor mount, which I did not replace. Because, I don't really have any place I can drop a whole subframe on this damn thing. But anyway, so you want to make sure you do all the bushings when you restore an old Honda, because that's the only way to get your alignment right. And one of the things to make sure that you have right on one of these old things, because they have torsion rods, is this front to back gap right here and right here. You want to make sure that's even on both sides. See? If it's not, you got some work to do. Your center Your subframe actually might be out of alignment. You might need to loosen it up and realign it. You might just have bushing problems. You might have a control arm that's bent.